to learn about we maybe haven't been familiar with before. So we always appreciate getting the opportunity to talk to people to find out what their mission is and what some of the organizations serving in Southern Illinois are doing. And so Tom and I are really excited about this one. It's a new organization to us. You'll be able to tell everyone a little bit about it, but I don't know if it's brand new or just new to us. But Abby is joining us today. And I want to make sure I get this right. Children's Medical and Mental Health Resource Network.
You got it.
Perfect. So Abby, tell us a little bit about your organization and your mission.
Absolutely. So I am Abby Cowser-Barnett. I'm with Children's Medical and Mental Health Resource Network, and I'm the Medical Social Associate there. A lot of words to say that I am a medical social worker who assists a child abuse pediatrician, and we provide specialized medical exams for kiddos who've experienced physical abuse, sexual abuse, or neglect, and we serve the southern 45 counties of Illinois.
Wow, we've heard serve Southern so much, but 45?
We do. We have a very big service area, so we are so lucky to have Dr. Kathy Swafford. She's a board-certified child abuse pediatrician. And we're so fortunate to have her in this area because the next closest child abuse pediatrician in Illinois is actually in the Peoria area. So families would have to either go out of state, Missouri, or travel further up north. So we're so thankful that we've got her with us in Southern Illinois to serve our families.
For those of us that don't understand the certified physician part of this, what is that position? What does that mean to those of us that don't understand?
Absolutely. So she is an expert in her field. She is considered an expert in child abuse pediatrics, so a little bit different than normal pediatrician. She's board certified pediatrician as well. But when we're dealing with issues like child abuse and neglect, physical abuse, sexual abuse, those are specific things that not all physicians are as familiar with. They may not be as well versed in the different anatomy of children or the different presentations of injuries, whether those could be inflicted injuries or accidental injuries. So she is absolutely well versed. She's an expert in her field and stays up to date with all the current research having to do with child abuse.
So who would utilize her services? So is this, if a child is going through like abuse and they need a physical, is this the person they go to, or is it they don't know if there's abuse and they go to her for this?
Gotcha. So there's a couple different ways families come to us. So we're part of a multidisciplinary team. So we work with child advocacy centers, DCFS, law enforcement, other medical providers. We take professional referrals from those sources. So when there's a kiddo who maybe has an injury or a kiddo who's had a disclosure of abuse, they would refer them to our agency, and we would complete a head-to-toe examination on them to make sure that there's no, lasting injuries from the child. Maybe there is some evidence on the child's body that supports their disclosure, and that would go into our report and then go to those professional sources as well, so DCFS, law enforcement, if needed.
This is a lot to process.
It is. It's a little heavy, I know.
Well, and this is why we have this. Like, back to assumptions. We've talked about assumptions today. Like, I'm just like pediatrician. They all know this, right? It's like they know what to look. And so to know that we have that in our area, I'm blown away. I'm sad that we have to have it. But I'm kind of with you. I'm a little speechless in this too, because we learn about all these services that I didn't even know we needed. Or that were there.
And that's, a lot of people don't know we exist unless, unfortunately, they've experienced our services or another professional capacity that they've worked with us. But we're so glad that we can be there for families, because our agency, we understand going to the doctor is scary for a lot of kids. Like, I'm scared of the doctor as a child. And then when you're dealing with a subject like child abuse and neglect, that just kind of compounds the scariness factor. So our agency does whatever it takes to make sure that when children come to our office, they have an experience where they're safe and they're supported and they're comfortable. And honestly, our goal is for every child who leaves our office to be laughing and smiling and talking about how they loved coming to our office. We want to take that scary factor away from them.
I love the fact that you said it a couple of times. You mentioned the word kiddos. I love that. I referred to my kid for many times kiddo. And I think you don't hear that a lot, but that's amazing. And I know this is exciting. You brought props. So show us, other than, I don't know if everybody can see, you're missing the opportunity, but she's got this dinosaur dress. She's got dinosaur necklaces. I'm going to tell you,
Those are earrings.
Oh, Nick, sorry, earrings. Dinosaur earrings. Yes, thank you for correcting me. But it's just, I love the fact you meant about leaving there laughing and smiling and fun,
Yeah.
and you are the epitome of that. So, all right, show us some of these props that,
Okay.
that you have and tell us a little bit about them.
Absolutely. So from the moment kids walk into our space, again, we want them to feel comfortable and safe and supported. So every little detail that we have around our office is done in a way to help them feel that way. So instead of using things like scratchy doctor's gowns, we've all worn them, open in the back, embarrassing, they're not comfortable. We utilize what we call brave gowns. So these are super soft, almost like a t-shirt.
What?
dress. I matched it today. And so they fully close in the back.
There we go.
There we go. So these come in itty bitty sizes up to our teenagers because sometimes they need to dress like dinosaurs.
Can
as
I get an
well.
extra large?
They make them. They make them. And so
Oh, wow.
we give kiddos, when they come into our office, they get to choose what gown. We have firefighters and princesses and police officers and sports players. And so they get to choose what makes them feel brave and empowered for their appointment. And I can say, since we started utilizing these, we used to have kiddos who would refuse to put on a medical gown. Understandable, we'll work around that. But since we started implementing these, we actually have trouble getting the gowns off the kids at the end of the visits. They want to keep them on and go home with them, which unfortunately I can't have them do at this point. But that's something that has really helped us, help the exam process go a lot more smoothly, and again, help them feel brave for seeing the doctor. So my other prop I brought, this is my assistant. I always tell kiddos when they come to see us that we're a little bit cheesy there, and most of the kiddos do not mind.
Are you hiring? Because I feel like I missed my call. I feel like I missed my calling. I might need to come there and work.
You know what? I'll let you know.
Cheesy, yep. Cheesy is my number one middle name.
Yeah.
Same. So this is my assistant, Dr. McElmore.
Oh,
Well, hello, Dr. McElmore.
And so for some of our kiddos, again, we admit the doctor can be a little bit scary. So Dr. McElmore comes out. Sometimes Dr. McElmore will help check the kids, check them with the stethoscope first, or sometimes Dr. Swafford will check Dr. McElmore first and show the kiddos that there's nothing to be afraid of. Again, we're going to do whatever it takes to make sure kiddos feel safe and supported in our environment.
You want to go there, don't you?
That is just amazing. I don't know if you can tell. It's not very often that I'm having to hold back tears, but this is one of those times.
I had a couple of moments there for a second too, because I was like, wow. And it's the awkwardness of this is the seriousness of what you guys do. But at the same time, I'm like, man, this is like fun. But I'm like, I'm not supposed to say that. I'm not supposed to say this is fun and this looks like a great place to go to. But I think what you guys have done is absolutely amazing. And I can tell that your heart is in it. And I love the cheesy factor. And I'm sure the kids appreciate that even more.
They do. And it's amazing to me because, from our little bitties, even to our teenagers, they wholeheartedly kind of jump into this world that we've tried to create for them, again, of safety and comfort. And at the end of every exam, we have what I call my magical courage cabinet. It's painted with unicorns and rainbows and outer space. And the courage cabinet only opens when kids have been extremely brave for the doctor, which of course they all have been.
I was about to say, come on now.
It opens every time for them. It's amazing. So the kiddos get a chance to open that, and then we have bags in there that have different fidgets and regulation tools and a stuffed lovey that they can take home with them. And it's amazing to me that even, the oldest teenagers that we get who you think would not jump in on that magic, jump in on it and humor me sometimes, but enjoy getting to open that and, delve into that kind of magical world for just a moment. And then they get to take those items home with them.
So much to process. I know Michelle's a little speechless here, so I'll jump. I always try to make sure we all have, everybody's involved. But so the funds raised today, what do you hope they go to? I'm going to guess if they go into the gowns to buy more gowns.
They are. They actually.
I knew it.
Yes, you're right. So they've expanded sizing from brave gowns. So we always try to kind of keep up, making sure we have all inclusive sizings. We offer the same kind of different fun gowns per each sizing. And then unfortunately too, over the years, we've lost some of our gowns to different things. So replacing those that we've lost. But we also are going to be using the funds to, again, keep our space that fun, welcoming, safe environment. So using things like fidgets and regulation tools, we have those from the moment the kids walk into our lobby. We kind of work with them on what works for them, whether that be poppets or water timers. And then when we find a tool that works for a kiddo, we send that home with them so that they can continue, because once they leave our office, for a lot of our kiddos and they're involved with the child welfare system, we're continuing some stress and anxiety. So we
Okay.
want to send them with whatever tools to kind of continue on in that journey. So keeping us stocked up on things like that.
Yeah.
We also utilize, instead of like the paper on the doctor's bed, we use sheets, like fabric sheets, again with unicorns, space, all those different things. So keeping us stocked and things like that. And keeping our Courage cabinet stocked for our kiddos, so that way we've always got items that we can send with them. We send toiletry items. For some kiddos, we're needing to replace some clothing while we're there. Hygiene products. We just want to make sure that they've got what they need. They're equipped with everything that we can give them, and then send them out our doors.
So Abby, how much do the gowns run typically?
So they're about $25 a piece, between
Okay.
20 and 25, depending on the size.
So if someone wants to donate $25 today, will help provide one of these amazing gowns.
It absolutely.
Are they still called gowns?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, they're still called gowns.
They're just too cool. I didn't know if they had a cooler name.
Great gowns.
You guys, you can't see this, but she still has the little cat. Like she didn't take it off. So you could tell, right?
I'm used to working with Dr.
Right.
McElmore on hand, so you
Yeah.
never know when I'm going to need this puppy. So, but we also use different items. One of the things we ask kiddos at the end of exams, we give them a survey and ask if there's anything that made them feel safe, if there's anything more that we could do. So another one of our goals with the funds, we had a kiddo recently say that sometimes it can be a little quiet in our office, and so we're looking to bring it away to not only play music, but to allow them to choose what kind of music we play, to have some more control over that as well, because we want to listen to what they're telling us. And usually what makes one kid feel safe and empowered, that's going to spread on, that's going to help the next kiddo feel safe and empowered.
So I'm gonna say something,
Yes.
and I hope you just say yes right now.
Yes.
You absolutely need to be doing some Facebook Lives and some podcasts. You are absolutely captivating. I think if kids could see you, I feel like I'm watching like one of the kids shows when I was growing up watching, because I'm captivated.
I know.
Right? You need your own Facebook Live or podcast show. I think you have this great aura about you. I definitely think you've got your calling, and I'm so fortunate that we have you in this area. And I want to give Michelle, because I feel like she's just been a little overwhelmed. But is there anything you wanted to add before we close this up? We've extended this, but it's been great.
First of all, Dr. Swafford is amazing, and this was one of those that I had no idea that this was there, but I can see how its utilization is so vital to these kids, and having that safe space when everything else goes wrong, right? So I just encourage everyone about the importance of what this means for these kids. And Tom, you're right. Like, seeing this picture of you and who you are, I can only imagine how wonderful kids feel when they come to see you and Dr. Swafford. And so you're doing an amazing, amazing thing. I did have a question. How long have you been doing this? How long has Dr. Swafford been doing this? Is this a new nonprofit in our area? Have you been serving the area?
Yeah, we've been around for quite a while. So we actually started in, it was 2002. Dr. Swafford's been with us, I want to say 2009, I think is when she began, before my time. So I've been with the agency, just celebrating my 3rd year there. So we've been around for a while. Again, a lot of people don't know about us until you have to know about us. We're kind of one of those agencies. But we're so happy to be here today. I want to thank you guys for allowing us to be here and kind of share what we do. I've always said we're kind of one of the best kept secrets in Southern Illinois, because the expertise of Dr. Swafford is just unparalleled, and I'm so fortunate to be able to work with her and see what she is able to provide for kiddos and families, because it's more than just her diagnosing or looking at the physical injuries. It's giving kids a path to healing, because when something happens to your body, it can be really scary. And you don't have a lot of people who you can ask questions to or talk about. You know, we're not trained as parents to be able to have those kind of conversations. So when kiddos come into our office, we're able to lay that space for them that they can ask any questions that they want. They can talk about if there's any questions about what's happened to them in this safe and supportive environment, and get those answers that, you know, physically they're healing, physically they're going to be okay. That can be such an important first step for them then to continue on and heal mentally as well.
That's fantastic.
So after this amazing interview, they've all been great, but this one I'm probably going to remember for quite a while. Those of you that want to donate, and you know, if you want to focus on one thing, there's a lot, but I'm blown away by the really cool. Can you hold that up again? The gowns. This is what the kiddos get to put on in different styles, and so those cost roughly $25 each. And so if you can help by donating $25, anything you can, this would be amazing to help them create this environment of empowerment, this safety, this making it a situation that is probably very hard to process, hard to talk about, and make it into something that can heal. To give them the opportunity to heal, then I suggest you donate. And I'm you know what, I'm gonna donate $25 today. I'm gonna commit to that, and I hope somebody else will do that too. And Abby, what a joy to have you here today. So in the description, I'm lost for words too. In the description, go down 3 steps and donate to the Children's Medical and Mental Health Resource Network. And I'm sure, Abby, how can people get a hold of you guys if they need you?
Yeah, so probably the best way. So we have our phone number, which I guess I can give. So 618-833-6488 is probably the best way to reach us. We don't have Facebook. We don't have a lot of social media presence.
Oh, well, there goes the Facebook Live and the podcast.
But that's probably the best way to reach us if anyone needs us.
Well, where are you located at?
So we're down in Anna.
Still in, okay.
Yeah, we're in Anna.
Okay.
That's
Perfect.
amazing. Thank you for coming today. And I really hope you guys do well today.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.